Hi Libra, this is Tara and welcome to your April 2016 Psychic Tarot forecast. And thank you so much for joining me this month. I want to apologize for being so tardy with the videos for April. This is one of the reasons why. His name is Jersey. He's an 11-month-old pup that wants to get down and play. So yeah, our 15-year-old went to heaven, went to spirit world in December on Christmas Eve, as a matter of fact. And we were miss having another one. The great thing about the one that passed is we were actually hearing from her, making sounds that she did when she was alive. So it was like she was communicating with us. And now we have this new one. She's very grounding. You know, animals are, kids are, nature. Anything that's really close to the spirit is just very, very wonderful. So I thank you. I honor you for sticking with me. Again, I apologize for being tardy on this particular forecast. Okay, Libra, let's get at it. Let's go ahead and select 4 cards from John Holland's Psychic Tarot deck for you. Boy, they're wanting to talk to you, Libra. This is amazing. Well, 3 of them did, and there's number 4. Okay, so for some of the signs, they've been very active. They've been pretty active this month. So it's like April, they want to talk. Let's see what they have to say for you. I'm turning over the first card, and this is the number 4 of the physical cards. This has to do with money, finances, property, what we own, the money we make, how we make our money, our creativity, what we put out in the world, our actions, how we display our actions. And this is the number 4. So this is you're really starting to firm up to gain materially what has maybe been missing. Not saying that abundance could jump into your life, but I am feeling like a few of you could actually, there might be some gifts of money that come to you this month. There might be, you know, maybe it could be about taxes. I mean, it could be if there's a tax return for you, but I am hearing and seeing other ways, a lot of different forms that gifts of money could be. It could be, and I'm hearing insurance too. So there might be a settlement, that could be health, that could be car. There might be, you know, if any of you, I don't know if you play any of the lottery games, there might be some small winnings from that. But I am seeing some abundance somehow coming to you. And this is not, again, this is a general reading. So if these messages don't speak to you, watch your rising and your moon sign as well. When I look into this card, this is this triangle in his back is important to me. And I happen to see it. Sometimes I'll see the top of the mountain when I look at it for any sign, but I'm really focusing on this triangle this particular time for you guys, the top of it especially. And when like I said, when I work with people, sometimes energetically, whether on the phone or in person, I'll see this kind of pyramid knowledge or this ancient knowledge, old world knowledge, different universal knowledge that people have to tap into. So I guess connecting that to abundance, feeling like sort of bridging that spiritual and the material worlds together, and realizing that there is always abundance out there for you, and that gifts of money may come into your lap for no reason. It could also mean that you, and I'm seeing the purple around this, that to tune into your psychic, your spiritual, your guides, because I think that they are kind of like knocking on your, I see, hello, we're here, pay attention to us kind of thing. There is some, I'm noticing the muscles in his back, so there is some strength around that. There's some power around that. There's some listening to your guides and your angels will help you bridge the spiritual into the material and manifest more of what you're wanting. Okay, so that's interesting. This is again the number 4 of the physical cards, and that has to do with being grounded too. Okay, well, this card's come up one other time, and it's great to come next for you guys. This is awareness, spiritual awareness. I was just talking about that. And this is the same as the Magician card in traditional tarot. So, my fellow Libra friends, and I was just talking about the triangle as well. Look on top of his head where the light is. That, of course, is the 7th chakra. And 7th chakra, I brought along my crystals today. I just feeling like I was going to need them. And you guys are the 4th reading I've done. Number 4 seems to be grounding. And it just felt like for every one of them I have, in fact, been able to talk about them and relate to them. So this is selenite. And selenite is wonderful. You don't ever put it in water, of course. It'll melt, it dissolves. It's the one crystal that does. But it's great for that spiritual awareness, as is amethyst. And look at what form the amethyst is in. That is in pyramid shape, the one I have here. You can get them in any shape. This particular one is in pyramid. I just kind of like it that way because it brings in that awareness, that spiritual, the magician in traditional tarot. I mean, he always feels to me, and I'm not sure that anybody else interprets it this way, but he always feels to me like he's mischievous, and in a good way, and that he wants to pull in the satisfying parts of his life. He wants to have fun. He wants to be playful. He wants to enjoy what's coming in and not really go through some of the every day by day, things that we have to do, the mundane, the routine things in life. So in doing and saying that, the blessings are that seeing that the mundane things in life. I was having a conversation with some other holistic practitioners about a week ago at lunch. We were talking about just paying bills just because it's just taking forever to do it. It's almost like it's in slow motion. And it's because we're going through all this shift and these eclipses, which was in Libra last month, and that's about relationships. So we are really shifting and changing. And the things that have always been so easy for us in this everyday life are becoming it's almost like it's becoming a blob, isn't it? A blur. So tune into that. Have fun with the everyday life things. Just see them as grounding you. Just see them, the bills as grounding, paying the bills as grounding you. Going to pick up, clothes from the cleaners, going to buy groceries, okay? And use those tools like crystals. All right, so your 3rd card is the heart chakra. I love this for you, Libra. And I said love, and of course the heart is about love, isn't it? So, wow, what can we say about that? This feels to me about love. It can be relationships. It can be love in any projects you're doing. But it also feels to me about loving yourself. And I'm getting sort of an emotional feeling about this. So I feel like some of you have felt strained recently. I feel like some of you maybe feel like you're overworking and you need some R&R. And that could be just taking time in nature, taking a trip if you can, letting some people delegate, letting some people do some things that you normally do. It could be loving animals, children, if you work with children, if you work with crystal children, if you do healings, anything like that. I feel like you're putting your heart and your soul into it. And to stay balanced, and of course Libras, we seek balance. So again, taking care of yourself is very important, not only for your physical, which the heart area, not to say that anybody's having problems there, but we do want to take care of our circulation, and we do want to do movement, and if that means yoga and or whatever that means for you. So just taking care of that heart space, that love, that your inner beauty, your inner lion or lioness, god or goddess. Okay, my friends, and the last card for you is a spirit card. And this is obstacles and challenges. All right. Well, we always have them, don't we? And to me, this feels like it is the number 5. And 5, what 5 has in common in tarot and numerology is it is about experiencing, exploration, going out of the box, doing things differently. We might trip and fall sometimes we do. But if you take a look at this card, he's standing on one plank and he's trying to decide whether to keep going or determining if this is safe or not. So my feeling for you all, Libra, is that there is, if you notice, this blue, kind of purplish blue connection in between planks. So for me, that's saying, don't worry, we have your back, we have you, we have your safety net. So any of you guys, and there's orbs around here too, there's like little angels around, you're making some of these decisions that are difficult for you. And these could be decisions about being in a relationship. You know, maybe that eclipse in March really rocked your world. I have a lot of clients the relationships have changed, their health some of them has been on the decline because they've needed to change their way of eating or change their way of, looking at stress and really calming down. Some people have lost their jobs. So the universe is wanting us to prioritize our values in life. So it feels like to me, Libra, that you are being guided. This is a spirit card, so this is about your being guided to go ahead and take that next step. And again, knowing that your back is held up, that and I'm seeing people, I'm seeing some business people around you, so spiritually, and people on the other side. This is interesting, this archetype came up, but if you know of anyone that has passed that was a real good business person, or someone that's maybe older, or someone that's famous that has passed that you know of has done really well in business, and you admire this person, this could go back to the Carnegies, then sort of pay attention to that. There's the Napoleon Hill book that he was really into meditating on his council, and his council was made up of Abraham Lincoln and some other people, and he would get messages about how to do his business, how to make decisions in his business. Think and Grow Rich. It's an interesting book. It's a very old book, but I love that part of it. Okay, my friends, and so the last thing I wanted to do for you is to pull a card from the Archangel cards, and this is Courage. All right. Courage. Have courage, and that's what the obstacles and challenges saying. Go ahead and walk that plank. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And there's an angel behind him. So if you're in any type of situation where you need to really speak your piece, I'm feeling like some of you really need to, again, take some time away from your busy schedule. I'm feeling like a lot of you are, could be scattered. So take some time to sort of hone in on what you want. Speak it not only to yourself, but stand your ground when you're speaking to others. This is where you're coming from. I'm Libra. Watch me roar kind of thing. Okay? All right? Because you guys are becoming the leaders, and more the leader of yourself and of your tribe and of others. Okay? And leading doesn't mean being authoritative. It just means lead by example. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. And if you like your own reading, a personal reading, I'd love to do that. You can reach me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com or www.terraventura.com. The reading, I include crystals. I include, again, the cards, numerology, intuition. So it really encompasses everything I do, and I go deep into your questions. Or you may want a general reading. So whatever you want to do, I am here for you and would love to talk to you. Have a courageous month. Have a well month. Take care of you, and I will see you soon.